All right, come join me as I'm doing some funk warm-ups for my guitar practice today, and then I'm going to end up doing some tracking on my own for my band. I'll probably come back later tonight, hopefully, and do a live drum practice. So guitar warm-up, I'm really focusing on strumming. I really need to fix some 16th note, some rhythm stuff in my own playing. These funk exercises are great for it. I love to show these to students as well because students kind of like grasp this idea and they think it's cool right away. Anytime I can get a kid to think something's cool, like chances are he's going to practice it more. It's when the kid goes, man, I don't see how that would work for me. I don't see how that's any good. That they just kind of lose interest, and then I struggle. They struggle. Okay, anyway, if you want to help support us making more content like this, more videos like this, more sheet music, become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com. There's guitar, bass, drums, piano, vocals. We got a bunch. We got ukulele even. All right, and we're playing with this chord 7 6 7 7. Little bluesy, jazzy inspired chord, and yeah, be doing these for the next couple weeks, and then kind of turn these into a little bit of a series, a little strum series. So this is, in a way, kind of my warm-up as a behind the scenes, and also try to fix some stuff in my playing. So number one, we did this yesterday or 2 days ago, but it goes. All right, we're just gonna jump in and play along if you got it. I would also suggest you listen to it a couple times, hear me play a couple good ones, which sometimes takes me a minute, and then push pause in the video, get a metronome on your own, get it to 55 and start playing it on your own. That's really what, these should be more demonstrative, like, hey, here's how you do this. Now go do it on your own and try to replicate that sound. Then if you're struggling with that sound, come back and listen to me. So whenever I'm starting these, I just try to get a nice mute going. Back to just mutes. Really trying to not let me playing the chord throw off my right-handed rhythm. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. Those up strums, you can tell, is where it gets me more than anything else. And then talking and playing at the same time. Getting comfortable with the exercise and then bringing the metronome back. And a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a. Trying to actively slow that down as I'm playing. That's the nice thing about being redundant on an exercise. You can actually like kind of pull yourself back, work on relaxing both arms or both hands. Arms and hands. All right, let's do number two. Number two's pattern is, oops. So very similar. Let's move that just a little bit. 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a, again, just all mutes. So I'm just rushing a little bit on those up strums again. trying to not get a flam on that third beat. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. The ideal situation is your right hand will feel, well, unless you're left-handed, your right hand will feel no different, you know, between playing the chord and not playing the chord. And that's really what you're trying to erase, is that idea of like this pull, this push and pull idea. Let's do a couple more. 3 and a 4 and. Mutes. Go to number 3. Kind of my goal today, 15, 20-minute warm-up. Don't have to go really longer than that. But I'm going to do 55, and then since I don't have a time restraint today, do 60. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Just get each of these patterns up faster. I don't know how many are on this sheet. 9. So, yeah. Then next week we can start 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then after that, kind of do a tracking series on this. So number 3 is 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Two E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a. Just back to 16th down. So always, again, as soon as you hear what the pattern is, stop the video, start playing it on metronome. Best thing you can do, and the same thing that I'm trying to do is, like, as soon as I get the pattern, I feel like I'm pretty decent at it. All right, go back to just mutes. And then go back to the pattern. Just that back and forth is what you need to work on. And I do too, clearly. 3 and a 4 E and a. All right, number 4. Oh, actually, I should break down number 4 because I don't feel like I played this a ton. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a. And after a while on these, you start to see it's like, okay, number 4, number 3 start the same. Actually, beat 2 is the same. Beat 3 is different. Beat 4 is different, but there's similarities that they're sharing. Beat 2. Beat 3. Oops, 3E and 3E and then 4. From the top of 4, 4E and 2E and 3E and 4E and Alright, let's try that. 2E and 3E and 4E mutes. A little rough on that one. All right, now we're going to start all over again at 60s. So I kind of think every day that's what I'm just going to do. Tomorrow is 60, 60, 60, 60, 65, 65, 65. Just keep on pushing it up. I don't know what my goal tempo is on these, just to get them really tight. Probably 100 would be a good fast tempo to do on these. I care more about clean, though, than speed at this point. Just a little bit of rushing. Failure. All right, let's do number 2. 3 and 4 and 1. Doesn't take much for me to rush, and this is kind of why I'm doing these funk strums for the next couple of weeks, is forcing myself to pull back, not rush all the time, because I had a couple that were locked in, and then all of a sudden I just kept on pushing those up strums, and then on beat 3 I'm just terribly out of time. And 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E All right, number 3 at 60. And a 3 and all right, number 4. And 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E. Let's clean that one up. All right, and maybe my camera will get back in focus. May or may not. We'll find out. And 3 and a 4 and 1, 2. Back to mutes, though. So, I mean, like 15, 20 minutes, that's what a warm-up should be. Where I lose perspective sometimes is like, I'll do this warm-up for an hour. Well, then that's not my purpose. That's not the purpose of a warm-up. The warm-up should be moving on to something else. So now I'm going to work on comping some tracks of a track that I recorded of my own band, Lamech. I think I recorded it 2 weeks ago, and I'm in the middle of comping. So I'm going to spend some time comping that, and then I'm going to come back and do a drum live later tonight and kind of use that as my rotation of, hey, I warmed up. Now I'm going to do a comp. Hopefully my ears are kind of like primed and ready to go so I can, be really tight on my comping, which seems like a weird thing that you'd want to be tight on, but I don't know. You want to kind of warm up the ears as much as you want to warm up the hands. All right. Thanks for checking it out, guys. If you need this music and you want to help support us, become a member at musicbythemeasurespro.com, and we appreciate your support. Talk to you all soon.